All right, good morning, good morning. I hope this is working. We'll see if this is working. My first live stream and YouTube video. Yep, it looks like it's working. So we're resetting. It looks like we're resetting this. And we're going about something new. So bear with me for a minute as I make sure that this is running, working, streaming. We are reset in Townstar one more time. So if you're not aware of that, or if you are aware of that, I'll go through some of this in a moment. Just want to make sure. There we go. Yep, it is working. It looks like it's working. So unfortunately, waking up this morning, Hawaii time, Pacific time, wake up to a screen like this. If you haven't, or you don't know, or maybe you do know, and you see it, this is what it looks like. So we are starting over from scratch, and I'll show you on the Discord community. Do I have Discord on here? Yes, I do. So I'll open up the Discord and I'll show you the communications that were brought up with this as a result of the reset. So how do we do that? Close out of this one. Nope. Stream Discord. Discord. That's not it. Close that out. Do this. Discord. And how do we do it? Discord. So I'll read it to you. Unfortunately, it's not working right now to get up and running. Discord. Maybe. There we go. There we go. So this is what it shows on the Discord community. If you go to the Discord community, and that's what I did this morning, first thing waking up, and that's why I say it's good to be a part of the community. You can see the updates over there. If you scroll, see 2 updates, and you go find out where those announcements are, and it really helps in the long scheme of things. So here's some announcements that just came down. The orb reveal will be happening Tuesday, 2/22, which is today. The exact time of the reveal will be announced this morning. And this was just literally posted a few minutes ago, hours apparently. Enjoy the installment of orb. So apparently there's a glitch between what's going on in the orb community and what's happening in the Townstar. So Townstar had some announcements the same this morning, discussions. Where did it go? Announcements. Yep, here it is. So 7:23 a.m. this morning, that's when it was posted. I'm the bearer of bad news. As many of you already noticed, servers 2 through 5 were all suddenly reset. Convenient. This was not intended. Of course, it never is intended. The issue that caused it has been corrected. Okay, so I believe that the first time, possibly not the second time within 3 months. I don't know if I believe that 100%. So all servers 1 through 5 will reset on March 1st as planned. So if you want to get back into the town, when things go wrong, always be kind. Everyone sees what you write in the channels. Be good, people. We are all humans. And not all of us are humans. We are dealing with AI, robots, and bots nowadays. So that's not completely 100% true anymore. Hi all. We are well aware of connection loading issues. So it looks like there's some loading issues before the collapse. We have found an issue and fixed it. Please check if you can play. And this was, so play the game. So it looks like there's some loading issues that kind of set in before. And then there's the next set of Miranda skins. So I just want to hop on real quick. And if people haven't seen that, if they're not aware of that, and I'm streaming through the OBS, so I'm not able to actually see what's going on in YouTube on the stream. So if there's comments, questions, things of that nature. But I just wanted to get on and post about that, which is a reset. And this is what the reset looks like. You have to go back to square one, and then you have to do things, and get your farmers and get your lumberjacks, and you have about 5 days left before the reset again. So motivation, inspiration, all those things kind of go out the window. And you know, I got a good spot here. So I was looking on the map. There's only about 1,200 people left, but you can build up pretty quick within 5 days if you want to reset this. It only takes a few hours to get a fully functioning a city, about 6 hours to get a fully functioning city or town, and you can be back up and running. So it's no big deal, and there's only 1,200 people. So the big thing is get back in and get situated and get set up. You know, I'm not going to put that much momentum, but having 3 sides next to the ocean and a mountain is what I was kind of looking for. So these 5 days I'm going to spend working on the blue steel, which I wanted to work on. Blue steel, and then if you get 3 sides, it's supposed to be good for the grapes, the grape wineries. So I'm going to work on the blue steel, mining that once I get some funds in my possession, and it's just going to be working. So this is on low resolution. I keep it on low so that some of my other things can function pretty well. And I want to show you my website. So you know, if you go to my website, there's some cool stuff. I just added a whole bunch of information. So if you're into digital world, there's digital realm, how cryptocurrencies and crypto world works, VR, AR, AI, and all those things, and gamer hash, Gala games, protecting your assets. There's a lot of information about, you know, resets, so protecting your digital assets as well. So you know, this is a game. People have money, financial investments into this as well. So when it's a reset and they say be nice, obviously there's people that have investment, make their livelihood off of this possibly. And you just go here, click game referrals if you want to sign up or check it out. For new people that haven't done this, haven't got into it, unfortunately there's a lot of bugs in these new metaverses. Gala is going through them, and let's see. So the orbs are supposed to set to drop today. Drop a beat on your enemies. Pick up limited Snoop Dogg spider tanks if you want to pick some of those up. Walking Deads are still on sale. So we're still in the beta stages, it looks like. You know, even though this is operational, it's still free to most of the people. And you can see I'm at level 1. I'm not that high up because I'm still investing in not too much with this. And you can see the latest videos, and of course, you know, if you scroll down here and you want to see and draw and print out your own representation of the town that you're in, these are all set up. The squares are all set up so you can put it how you want it, build your town how you want, and then you can track your town. So how much you sell, how much you sell, how much you sell, how much you're making in production. So if you put in the codes, you don't see my codes right now because they're not running. The auto scripts are not set up, and that's one thing that is pretty easy. Oh, they are. And that's one good thing about the auto script. So if you go here, I'll see if I can click on here. You go to this, it's the monkey. I can show you that real quick. Monkey, what is it? Tamper monkey. So if you go to Tamper monkey, go to home. And if you're doing the weekly ones, this is not generally allowed. So these are your search engines. Well, they're all the same. They're all one search engine going into the same bowl, right? Most of these are all the same. So it's all the same ones, just depending on which one you use. So they're broken down, but they all feed into the same, you know, Tamper, and the same setup. So you click on that. Download this if you wanted to, and it's still in the beta. That's why I say beta, because there's problems, there's glitches, and a lot of things are in beta modes until they're operational. So you can download it if you'd like to, and then get the codes from sites. I forget the sites, and then put the codes in and dashboard. So my name is blah blah blah, developer looking for money. Remind me later. So they're always looking for money, right? People are looking for money. These are companies out there. So you can see that I have 3 of them set up. Enhanced leaderboard, production rate monitor. So if you don't know, and if you're new to this like I was, you can get a lot of information on YouTube on how to script. So you just get the script, and this is what it looks like. and pretty much you copy and paste it into a new script. So all you do is, if you would start a new script, this is what it'll look like. So you click that plus sign, right, and that's a new script, right? And then you go to install user scripts. This is where your home page is. So you want to start a new script. All you would do is click Control All, or highlight all this, and then delete it. And then you would come over to your script that you already have from the website. They have these all available, and you highlight all, and then you could copy it, Control C, and then you come over to the new one and paste it, Control V. It won't, it's not supposed to turn out like that. So I'm copying from inside the script, so it's changing it up a little bit. The only thing that you have to change, though, there's a few things, but some of the things you have to change is what you want to sell. So if you want to sell cake, salt, flour, sugar, milk, butter, batter, eggs, wheat, and then iron, if you want to, the ore, certain things like that, you just change it. So everything in here, it looks like it got reset too. These are the counts. So this is the monitor. So it says rate monitor. So this would be your monitor on the side. Go back to my town star. So this is the monitor on the side. So it says wheat. So right now I'm only producing wheat, and it shows me how many every hour I'm making for wheat. 80 per hour, roughly, give or take. Production flour. So I'm making the flour now. So I'm making about 18 an hour, and you can gauge your time off of that and your day off of that. And then if you go to the other one, other two, so I got the rate monitor, the leaderboard, same thing, it's just script code. And the big thing that people had a problem with is that this right here, to make it work, it has to have launch. It can't have, and if it's not working, this is usually the problem. So you go back to Gala Games, and you can see the leaderboard. You go to the top 10, and you can see where they're at, right? How many they're producing. 3,000 an hour, 2,000 an hour, 844 an hour. And this is how many stars they got, 1,444. Go back. So when I woke up this morning, this is what I woke up to. Pick your location. And I was like, what? Not again, not again. Because the first time this happens, it's like, you know, where's my stuff? Where's my spot? What happened? So you just go, what I do is I just go to the Discord community. I pick a spot, because this is like the second, third time that this has happened. So no big deal. I'm in 1281 right now. I'm going to out of 1490. So, you know, in the beginning when this happens, there's only about 1,200. So the sooner you can get back on and get back into production, the better. Because in the end, there's about 4,000. Throughout the day, there's about 4,000, then about 8,000, then it builds back up. So your time to get back in is important, because you don't have to compete with as many people, and you can find a better location. So there's only 1,400 people with a location in this server. And then we're going to go back to Tamper Monkey, and I'll show you the last one that I use. This one is, so we got these showing up. So you click on one, town cell, and they pop up over here. You see that? Monitor, leaderboard to auto sell. And when you look at how to make these, YouTube or however you use to how to create these, or how to figure this thing out, there's a lot of good videos to do it. So sugar, you can put your limits here, keep them out, how many you want to keep. So I keep 10, and I sell 10 minimum. So every time there's 20, they sell 10. And the reason for that is the sugar, flour, milk, eggs, so that my silos and my stores don't become overwhelmed with eggs. Because if you don't do that for eggs, your eggs will be produced, and you'll have hundreds of eggs, and you'll have no flour, sugar, milk, because the chickens just lay so many eggs. And butter, I could have done it last time, because I was making a lot of butter for a time, and I sold butter, and then I needed butter. So I didn't have a limit on butter. So every time they had 10, they sold 10, right? Because there was no limit, because I didn't think at the time that there was going to be a problem. But I did some reconstruction at the end before it reset, the day before it reset. And what happened was I was producing 4 to 5 cakes, only 4.5 cakes an hour. So I dropped from 24 to 25 to 26. And then I finally figured out what it took me a few days to figure out what I had done to really change the system or change the time. So I went from 6 cakes to 4.5 cakes because I was changing the windmills and things like that. So this is pretty much the script for auto sell, and you can see that it's set up to auto sell. So once I get 10 of my, actually no, I gotta get 20 of the flour. So right now it's set up for flour. So if you were to change that, I can change that to 0, which I'm going to do, and then what you do is save it. So you go up here to save, and for that to take effect, you have to refresh your page. When I first started this, I X'd out, I signed out, I went back to Gala games. I believe all you have to do is just refresh the page, but sometimes it'll get stuck at 60%. So it's beneficial to go through the whole motions, and we'll see if that was Gala games. And then it should start right back up, because you see it's highlighted, and this is what I usually do. It seems to work a little bit better when you go through the home page instead of refreshing the page, because for whatever reason, see, it took no time at all. And now every time there's 10, which I have 8 flour, every time there's 10 flour, I should sell some. And the reason I need to do that is because the funds are low, and I can't afford right now to wait until 20. So I got plenty of fuel, 40 fuel, 10 wood. And how do you create a fully functioning town in 5 days? You can do it in about 6 hours. So no big deal. If you want to spend time doing it again, if you're new to this, if you're getting into it, it's a good time to learn. If you've been getting into it, try something new, like doing ore, doing iron ore, making fabric, making clothes, because there's 5 days left. So if you're competitive and you want to get back in the top 10, top 20, have fun if you're not worried about it. And the biggest thing, I got to make sure I put my to get my rewards, I put my water silo in. So make sure that you put your NFTs back, right? And sometimes it helps in production, shortens the time for production. So with that, that's pretty much all I got. Any comments, questions on this? You know, always go back to checkout, and then you can close, stay on page. Yes. See, you can see over here, well, you can't see, but now you can see up there where it says 3. So before you couldn't see what I was clicking, this is what I was clicking. I was clicking here, it's not showing you what it's showing me, but there's a dashboard thing here, and you click on the dashboard and it'll take you to this once it's installed, if that's the way you want to go. So just a recommendation for entertainment purposes. You know, definitely go with the rules of the community regulations, and make sure you're not cheating or causing any problems. But right now I believe that this is still okay. You know, they want people to code, that's why they're promoting these things, right? In a lot of places, coding, scripting. And I'm working on coding right now for NFTs, how to make 10,000 NFTs, how to make a whole bunch through scripts, through codes. And there's a lot of ways to simplify your life. You can do it within minutes, which would take you weeks and months with the code. So think about that for the future. And with that, I'll keep coming back and enjoy your new town back to 0, reset to 0. So God bless, aloha.